You know, you'll never get past the 21 questions or beyond if you can't get past that one little flicker on the inside of you that's trying to spark the questions, you see. So many of us have a mental block, and it's interference. You know, it's our beliefs, what we presume to be truth. And it's a presumption because you live by faith if you're a Christian. Good luck with that. But if you look at the pandemic, or whatever they call it, pandemonium that just transpired, and all the businesses that closed down during that time, it's nothing like insider trading, right? Especially when it's knowledge. You can become oh so rich with knowledge, you see. And if you're like me, I'm just a real Inspector Gadget. Besides that, I had that flick, flick. Okay. There were many businesses that closed down way beyond. I mean, I know a lot of us don't have time to do planning and go and keep up with the planning and development of our city. And the underhanded works of the city. We don't have time for that because we have to work and manage our time between work and the family because that's the system they set up for us. And it got pretty bad. Because look, I'm a morning person. And working a midnight shift is not good for me if I can't sleep on it. Because I sleep that time of night, so I have to work a shift that's right for me. But it got so bad that those shifts go first. They fill those shifts first, and then the ones that they trying to fill in the end, that goes to the people that's just desperate. You know, they're finna get put out of them homes. They're just taking whatever in horrific conditions. It's snatching your body down because you got to stand on cement floors and work all day. It's just really rough when you have to wear steel-toed boots to working out. I don't know about those steel-toed boots. That's like double jeopardy to me. Those heavy boots, and then you're on the cement, and you're protecting your toes. But wow, that's kind of rough. I just didn't like it. But that's what we're forced in because we're forced by their agendas. And those who, and I noticed the trends, and I mean, just here, the people that, the corporations that were closing down years before this pandemic. If we look at the 5 to 10 years, especially in the last 5 years prior to the pandemic, oh boy, go back and pull up by the year the businesses that were closing way before this COVID hit. We have to be realistic. All the signs are pointing to a plot, kind of like in King James, where you ended up having to distinguish between which Jesus are they talking about in this book, because there are 2 Jesus in that book. We lost Toys R Us, Walmart's in Texas, Jade Ham State, preparing for all of this. We had the bunkers, the preparedness for the apocalypse movement. And now we have the truth movement. because the force is with us. So you don't know what's in the illusion, because the illusion is like smoke. That's like walking through smog and don't know what's in front of you. It's like when Martin Luther King got to the bridge and he saw the anger, and it looked so ugly that he turned around and he didn't even have nothing to say. He just turned around and walked around because he saw the face of something. And if it was just that bad, what would happen if they had proceeded? You see? He saw the face of monsters. And we give birth to them. Because see, some of them were scared, so they joined with them, the Uncle Toms. You're going to be the face of, we're going to give you this education, this and that. We're going to make the milestones. But see, their milestones took us years, hundreds and thousands of years back. Because it all's going to go back to that. Because they're going to stick to their agenda. And they're going to give you an illusion that you're making milestones. We started off with better education, No Child Left Behind, and ended up with substitute teachers. I mean, these kids substitute teachers every day. We ended up with free, what they call Pell Grants, that's we're paid by the citizens to a school to prison pipeline. So they weren't able to, in urbanization, they weren't able to live, to take advantage of it because of all the options that they placed in front of them, all the obstacles. And if you're all right with that, then you don't need to have any more babies. You need to stop the babies in your bloodline. We don't want no more of your kind. Yeah, because see, some of that stuff need to die off with you. We don't want it. We don't want the mindset, and we don't want the set mind. Because it's only one wheel, and hey, it goes down through time. So, we're going to keep the love in it. Good riddance.